Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Guys, today we're doing a video that we don't normally do, but I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of these on the channel. Today, we are doing an unboxing and review of none other than the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. And of course, this is his Ultimate Edition figure. The only and current Ultimate Edition figure of Seth Rollins that is currently out there. We're going to do a review on it here today. I figured no better time than to be doing it on the road to WrestleMania, the week of WrestleMania, I should say. And that is the reason why we're doing this one here today, especially because Seth Rollins being in two main events back-to-back. Obviously, we're going to see him on night one teaming with Cody Rhodes, taking on Roman Reigns and The Rock. And, of course, on night two, we will see him defend his World Heavyweight Championship against none other than Drew McIntyre. So, guys, without further ado, we're going to get into it. We're going to go over a little bit here, and we are going to kind of roll through this review. So, starting off here, and as you can see, we're doing this a little bit differently than normal. Usually we do this the other way around where you guys get to see me, but we're going to do it with just the figure here today. So as you can see, packaging as always, the white and red as all of the Ultimate Editions have been, unless they are some type of exclusive or something that is different than the regular style packaging that we have here. As you can see, we've got Seth Rollins in his very, I don't know how I want to say this. It's not the, what's the thing there, God, it's slipping my mind right now. Famous rock and roll band, very similar style in one of their art covers. I don't know if I want to say The Who, the Rolling Stones, it's somewhere in there. Forgive me for my lack of rock and roll history here right at the moment, but very similar in that design. There's the one that I'm speaking of is the red and white and black. It's a very iconic image, of course, and so as we go through this here, though, the attire looking very cool, similar to that. It's got that blue, orange, yellow, red. It's a little bit of everything in there with the black tights coming down the back. We've got his entrance jacket here as seen to the right, with a little bit of the fur around the trim there, as well as this multicolored pattern kind of matching his tights. We've got 3 extra sets of hands in here, and we've also got 2 extra head sculpts, which is very, very cool. Head sculpts, head scans, however you want to say it, however you want to do it, right? On the side of the packaging here, we've got none other than Seth Rollins. We spin it around to the other side. It does say Seth Rollins here. We go to the back side of the packaging. We've got a little rundown of what you see in front of you. We got Seth Rollins letting everybody know that he comes in at 6'1", coming out of Davenport, Iowa. The finishing move is obviously the curb stomp, and of course, career highlights, Universal Champion, but there are so many more to add to that. Down the bottom here, we've got, he is a visionary, he is a revolutionary, he is Seth Rollins. Should say Seth freaking Rollins, but we'll let him get away with that one, and he is determined to be the greatest superstar in history. The WWE Universe can't help but sing his song when Seth Rollins turns up the heat inside the ring, ready to burn it down. And I think what we're ready to do here is not burn it down, but I think we're ready to open this. So we're going to take this back here for 1 second. We're going to pop the seals because it is brand new. And moving forward, guys, I think I'll probably open most of these prior to the video just to make it a little easier. But we're going to cut off these couple of pieces of tape here. And we are going to get right in to Seth Rollins. I think we've got everything cut down there. We'll put him back in front of you, as you can see. And now we're going to pop this open here. And now we've got none other than Seth frickin' Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm going to pull him out here, guys. I always do this. A lot of people are always saying they have problems with figures breaking, pulling them out of packages and whatnot. I always kind of work my way up, as you can see here. We take these out just like that, and that's how I do it. And usually there is no problem, but you never know. Sometimes you just don't have good luck. We're going to pull the heads out. We'll take those out of there. We are going to take the jacket out of there as well. Very, very cool jacket. Oh, that opens up nice. Didn't even realize how much more we had there with the jacket. We are going to put this packaging off to the side. We're going to leave the hands in there, guys. I do not go over hands unless they are something, you know, very, very, I guess, figure specific, if that is the term that I want to use there. But here in front of us here today, we've got Seth Rollins, the Ultimate Edition. We've got his multiple heads here. We're going to show you this very up close so you guys can get a very good look at this. A nice little review here. And this figure feels really good. Very tight. Joints are very tight. Head scan is looking good. Little A little bit of something up there on that head scan, but we'll get to that in a second. So as you guys can see right in front of you here, we've got Seth Rollins looking as only he can. Seth Rollins-esque, and very much the man, the visionary, the revolutionary, the man who is running Monday Night Raw. Give you guys a good look at the side of his tights here and the back as we spin this around the other way. And coming over to this side. Very, very nice on the design. Very cool. Show you up here close and personal. He's got the little belt buckle on there that you kind of can see that goes through. It's a cool little logo design. It also kind of mimics a little bit of what's going on down here with this pattern. But a very, very cool figure. Moves well. It feels good. That's always something that I see on a lot of these videos. And I never really thought of that as a collector years ago. You know, does it actually feel right? Does it move right? Does it make sense, right? And some of these figures, they come out and they do. They don't feel very well once you get them in your hand. They're just I don't even know how I want to say it. They're sometimes a little too loose, a little too stiff. You know, it can be a combo of anything, but this Seth Rollins feeling very, very nice. We've got his jacket here, and this is looking great. I mean, this jacket is actually very, very well put together. It's got the cufflinks on the sleeves there, little fur on there, little fur around the collar. It's got the ties to it, and as you can see, this very nice pattern. It's got a little bit of a sparkle in it. Hopefully you guys can see that in the video. It's getting on there. A little bit nicer in person, though. Much different to the eye than it is on the camera there. But inside looks good. Very well, you know, stitched and nicely put together here. I'm going to put that down for a second. Now we're going to come to the head scan. So what do we got here? We've got the Rollins head scan that is on him. Is very plain-faced, very stern-looking, very mean-mugged. No real expression, but an expression nonetheless, right? And then we've got these two here, which maybe we'll do one at a time. So we've got this one here, very, you know, I don't want to say smirking mean, but kind of like an almost evil grin on his face on this head scan. Very Seth Rollins, you know what I mean? It's the many looks, the many facial expressions of Rollins, which he has been giving us so many times over the years. I mean, he is so great on the camera, and I don't think anybody can put that past him. But we've also got this head scan here of him yelling, screaming, looking again as only Seth Rollins can. And then we get over to the jacket here. We're going to throw the jacket up and on him. See how this all looks played out all together here. And I do love that, obviously, with the Ultimates, it is so easy to put the soft goods on, which usually it is. It's not too bad with the Elites, but you just can't beat it with these figures. I mean, these Ultimate Editions are absolutely fantastic. A great piece for collectors. And this Seth Rollins is looking awesome. I mean, I'm going to get him back here. We're going to get him posed. And we'll get that jacket on him just a little bit more snug. We'll roll the fur over there. We're going to leave the ties down. I actually might even tie those behind it when I display it, just so you can't see them. But guys, I mean, as you can see here, what a cool Seth Rollins. What an amazing figure. This is just, could not be any more spot on to the Seth Rollins look. And even with this jacket, you know, it's slightly off, but I really do think that they hit the nail on the head as far as, you know, making this as close to what it was as they could. I know that there's a little bit of detail that could have been added. I think some of the coloring, if I remember, was off slightly. And I do believe, is he back here? Or is he? Oh, no, back here we've got him with the jacket on the figure, but obviously not down there with the, you know, the actual live shot that they put on the back of the boxes. But this is an amazing figure. It looks great. Like I said, this jacket is amazing with the cufflinks, with the fur, and as well as the, you know, whole neck piece there and the collar having all the fur around it as well. This figure is awesome. I gotta say, guys, of course, you know, we do these reviews, and at the end of them, we're always going to give the Matt's Wrestling Collectibles rating, you know, a 1 through 10. What do we rank this at? Obviously, these Seth Rollins heads are not going to stand up on their own, so we'll just leave them there like that. But guys, I would have to say, after looking over this figure, after looking over the accessories that it comes with, the extra hands, the extra heads, myself personally, I'm going to really have to give this figure at least a solid 9 out of 10. You know, the only way that I think it gets that little bit better to almost that level 10, I think would be just the accuracy in the jacket. But like I said, it is very close. I believe it was just off by a slight detail of maybe color or pattern, not by much, but I know it was just slightly different. But absolutely, guys, a 9 out of 10 on this figure, and I think it's a great figure for everybody to go out and pick up, add to the collection. You know, these Ultimates are seemingly to get better and better, and especially now that we're receiving 3 per series instead of 2, as well as some of the Ultimate Edition exclusives that are coming out, you know, whether that be Amazon, Ringside, wherever it may be. Those are great as well, and that's just what makes this line so cool and I think appealing to everybody. So, but yeah, guys, I would give this one a solid 9 out of 10. And I think that's going to do it over here for us and Seth Rollins from the Ultimate Edition. Guys, as always, I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. These videos will definitely get better. This is the first time with me doing this in this, you know, this setting and doing it this way. Like I said, usually I have myself on camera and we're doing it from the other way around. But now it's a little nicer. I can see this on my end. I can see what I'm looking at. And trying to give you guys, obviously, the best videos possible. So, with that being said, I do appreciate you guys, as always. Like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button on here. It helps me out tremendously. And as always, guys, until the next video, I will see you then. Stay tuned.